Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is an important matchup, a battle of two top 10 teams, two forces colliding. One team will leave here making a big statement, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Ducks will kick this away to start us off.
Set to kick this one.
This one is out of bounds, a mistake on a simple opening kickoff. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Grab behind the line. It's Abuka. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield. It's Howard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score in the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Using his legs here. Now it's second down here. The shotgun handoff here. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
The Ducks have first and 10 here. They're going to run it here. Oh, and he fumbles. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
Play action fake. Looking to throw.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking for the wide out. And he's got it.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Howard. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? He's going for a big play downfield. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Trying to find some room. It's Whittington. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to scramble. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offensive go to work from the 44.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Abuka. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
He'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. The Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to create better field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Takes the handoff. It's James. And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Returner is tackled out at the 41, and your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Go to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Tackle made after the completion.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
With the catch, it's Tate. That's a big hit at the end, but they need a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Creative running there. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Running back has it on a screen now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense that you can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Send the back in motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. After the PAT, the lead is now 16 points. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. And it'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
To throw, it's Gabriel. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to scramble now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they...
Fired into a tight window and picked off. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. And this pass is on target. Caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Wide receiver gets the ball trying for the end zone. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out. It's James. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick throw to his receiver. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The pass rush closing in. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is caught. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Gabriel. He'll take a deep shot. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Ducks. Made the defense look slow that time. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be...
It is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 20. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
How often do you see this to start a drive? First and goal from the 1. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And they tack on the extra point. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
First down for the offense.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Ohio State.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. To throw, it's Gabriel. The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Oregon.
Touchdown.
Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Automatic on the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
Looking for his back. The sure hands. It's Henderson. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And so that will wrap up a very interesting first half of play. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to throw it deep. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down here for this offense. Caught quickly. Spinning out of the tackle.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Howard. Pass caught. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First and goal, handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second down and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. Hand it off for a draw. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Throws it to the right. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Trying to create here on the move. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Oregon, 27.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass. It's Howard. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Ohio State, 51, Oregon, 27.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back, and they heave it deep downfield. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback.
It's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Second down after that completion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. And the Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He's moving out of the pocket. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Abuka. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires, and this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw. It's Gabriel. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Ohio State 58, Oregon 29.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
2nd down. We're going to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Gives it to the back. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Howard. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Fights off a defender. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted.
Will he score here? Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Oregon, 29.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll take a deep shot here. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Caught behind the line. It's Tate. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
Trying to extend the play. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, get out and dodge, keep everybody healthy.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary and potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
They'll work the clock here with their running game. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Brings up second and goal.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. He's swarmed by the defense.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Oregon, 35.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score Ohio State 72, Oregon 42.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
First down for the offense.
The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Rifles this football to the left. Catch made down inside the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this one is getting ugly.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the PAT is good. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Short connection to the tight end here.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And the ball to the ground. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, a lot happened right there. Good job of coming up with that interception. I thought he was off to the races and had a chance for big yards, only to lose the football. He's very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football, so they still get the turnover.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
That's a bullet pass to the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the extra point was up and good.
Oregon, 42.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief.
Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass. It's Howard. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap